Marvel Legends, Avengers, Beyond Earth's Mightiest, 60 Years of Earth's Mightiest, Captain Marvel versus Doctor Doom. Let's get it. What is good, my peeps? It's the Ruckus Hummer coming at you again with another action figure review. Once again, marching on down with the 60th anniversary of the Avengers. This is 60 Years of Earth's Mightiest. Beyond Earth's Mightiest is the name of the campaign. And you see what we got going on here. A two-pack. Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau, versus Doctor Doom as he appeared in Secret Wars, the original Secret Wars from back in the 80s. You see the 3D renderings along with the artwork behind. You see the Avengers Beyond Earth's Mightiest logo down below. Looking at the top there, you see the 60 Years of Earth's Mightiest with the Avengers logo. Looking at one side, and I'll have to tilt it so you can see it all. We've got some artwork showing Doctor Doom and Captain Marvel. On the other side, we've got the digital sketch, the 3D render of the figures. And on the rear, we have some more of that 3D sketch work. And we see the accessories. Monica comes with a set of hands. Unfortunately, no energy effects. And Doctor Doom comes with an additional head, a mask, and a set of fists as well. Here we have our two figures on a rotating base. You can see what we got going on here. Starting with Doctor Doom, I can tell you right now the lower half is straight Iron Man reuse. They did throw in on his right thigh a thigh strap accessory there, or addition is a better term. The arms are also Iron Man. It's pretty easy to tell that. Got a new torso, it's looking like. But that's about it. Obviously, we've got the head sculpt for Victor Von Doom. In terms of Captain Marvel, we have got a mix mash of a female buck there. She's got, with her lower legs, we've got the newer legs there. You can see she's got some thickness to the legs. They're pinless as well. And she is rocking boots with heels, so be wary of that when it comes to standing her up. In terms of her upper torso, the arms, she's got the old school female arms with the single jointed swiveling elbows, but that's, we're told, because of the nature of her her costume, her wings, if you will. Hasbro figured that that was the best way to portray the wings, and you know, so that's what you got going on there. And then you've got her head sculpt sport, that old school hairdo that she has. So yeah, that's looking pretty nice for an old school original classic Monica Rambeau as Captain Marvel. As far as accessories go, we'll start off with Doctor Doom. He comes out of package with his unmasked or unhelmeted head sculpt, and so the accessory included is his cowled mask, and you can see how nice that looks. You can see the eyes in there. The mask is actually, or the head I should say, is basically glued in there with the hood. So and it's looking very nice. He also comes with this mask that has been removed from his face, so you could have him like holding this mask when you're sporting his maskless, helmetless head. And this also looks nice. You could see the detail, the rivets and everything. And finally, he comes with a pair of fists. And a pair of fists are all that Captain Marvel comes with, which is unfortunate. It would have been nice if she came with something to show off her power set. Same thing with Doom. Some power blast would have been nice. We'll kick this off with Captain Marvel going first. Ladies first, you know how we do. Anyhow, taking a look at the The facial print, as always, Hasbro's killing it with their digital printing these days. So the face looks nice, even though she's masked. You can still clearly see her eyes in there, and I'm not getting the derpy look or the eyes looking up, so that's pretty cool. Got some nice lips there. She's got some lipstick that's actually matching with her complexion there. It looks pretty cool. Then, of course, you've got that hair. Anybody that remembers Monica in this costume, you remember the type of hairstyle she was sporting back then. So you've got it there. It's basically in black and looks nice. And then as far as the torso is concerned, it's molded in white. She's got the black like starburst on her chest there. Mine looks very, very clean. And then you've got the arms. Like I said, they're the old school type of arms. You see her wings, I'm calling them. They're part of the costume, and they are two-sectioned. I'll move the arm so you can see what I'm talking about. As you can see right there, they're two-sectioned. And going back down, her legs molded in black. As you can see, nothing else really going on. And then, of course, the boots are in white. And going back down, nothing going on but the rent back there. And so that is our Captain Marvel. Taking a height measurement of our girl here, she is coming in. The top of her hair is looking about 6 inches tall. As far as her articulation is concerned, her head is on a ball hinge. Because of the hair, you can scratch going back at all. She can move her head forward, so she can look down quite a bit. The hair not going back is unfortunate because she is a flyer. It is what it is. You get some pivot there, and of course you can 360 it. She can get her shoulders to blaze that 90-degree angle and 360 rotation. As I stated earlier, she has the single jointed swiveling elbows, so that's what you're getting. And you want to try to keep the consistency with her quote-unquote wings there. Like I said, they do separate, but they're supposed to be one cloth piece, if in all reality. In terms of her diaphragm, she can move forward not so much. You're not going to get much going forward. Going back, you get that much, which is great considering that she's giving you 0 when it comes to the head tilting back. You can lean with it, rock with it, and you can rotate. You know this is a normal female buck, so you're not getting anything in terms of the lower torso there. She can do the splits that far out, kick that far up, which is better than 90. She can kick. She can throw her leg back that far. She's got the thigh cut, double jointed pinless knees, which are great, and they're not gummy, and the legs look like they've got some substance, which is cool. The nature of her boots, you're not getting any swivel at the boot. You're going to get a toe able to point that far, ballerina style, that far up. Pretty nice. She does give you ankle pivot. And lo and behold, we do not have holes, peg holes at the bottom of her feet. And now comparing her to her Photon identity when she was part of the group known as Next Wave. This figure comes from the Toys R Us exclusive 5-pack, A-Force 5-pack, which was also basically an homage to the Avengers, all female. As you could see with Photon here, she is rocking the total old school body, and I'm talking about the lower extremities, the legs. She's got the skinny, tend to be gummy legs, even though she's not sporting any heels, so that helped with getting her to stand. Next up, we've got Victor Von Doom himself, as he appeared in Secret Wars way back in the 80s. This is after he acquired the Power Cosmic from Galactus, if I'm not mistaken. That's how that went down. And this is how he ended up portraying himself. And As I stated earlier, you've got a lot of reused Iron Man parts. The torso is all Doom's, though, as well as the head sculpts. Speaking of the head sculpt, looking at it, looks very, very nice. Looking real good. He's even got the furrowed brow there. And of course, the 3D print is doing what it's supposed to do, looking excellent, looking realistic. Everything, the eyes are great. His eyes are, see, this is what I'm talking about when you have a neutral head sculpt. Look, it's all in the eyes. All in the eyes. As long as they do something with the eyes, there's nothing wrong with having a neutral head sculpt. But that bright-eyed deer in the headlights look is no bueno. But that's in my opinion. You guys tell me what you think in the comments below. Looking at the, getting the profiles, it's looking pretty nice. The hair is brown. There's no wash in the hair or anything like that, but it's still pretty cool. As far as the rest of the body's concerned, he's got his hoodie is right there. That's a separate piece. And that's because his, he's got his mask off, so he's got his cowl down. And then looking at the torso, he's got some, it's actual sculpted in the lines and painted, so that's pretty cool. Gotta love that. Look at the torso there where the ab crunch is. That is well hidden the way how that was done. So kudos to Hasbro for that. Going down, that green, metallic green. It's got marbling, but it works. It works with this. For me, it works anyway. The rest of the figure is all molded in a silver, gray silver plastic. It's all Iron Man based, as you can see there. Pinned, older buck from the 80th anniversary Iron Man. And the same for the legs. Pinned, older buck. Once again, though, it's all Iron Man. Those boots are definitely all Iron Man. And then going to the back, you see what's going on back there. You do have some line work continuing, and it just looks good. There's the up top there, like I said, all sculpted in, so very, very nice. And yeah, that's what we got going on with our Victor Von Doom. Taking a height measurement of our guy Vic here, he's coming in, it's looking like he's coming in at a little bit over 6.5 inches tall, not quite 6 3/4. He's somewhere closer to 6 3/4, but not quite. As far as his articulation goes, his head, this head, it's on a ball hinge. He can look up that far, pretty good. Look down that far, very good. You get some pivot there for attitude. This is Victor Von Doom after all. You can 360 at the shoulders. He can get 90. He can 360 on the rotation. He's got the bicep swivel, double jointed pinned elbows. Mine is kind of loose here at the second joint or first joint if you're going from shoulder down. He's got the swiveling wrists and the horizontal hinges, which is on all of his hands. As far as his torso is concerned, he's got that ab crunch, so he can go forward that far. He can go back way far. He's got a waist swivel. He can do the splits that far out. He can kick 90 degrees, go back just a little. He's got the thigh cut. He's got double jointed pinned knees. He does have a swivel at the top of the boot. He can point his toe forward that far, ballerina style. He can get it up a decent amount, pretty good. He's got the ankle pivot and holes, peg holes at the bottom of his feet. Here's our guy Doom with his alternate head sculpt, the cowled masked head sculpt. And while I've got him like this, I may as well show you that because of the nature of that cowl, you're not going to get anything going back in terms of articulation. He can still move his head down, as you can see. And another thing too, the hands are actually modified Iron Man hands because they do not, they're swiveling obviously, and they don't have holes for blast effects. And you knew we had to compare him next to the Doom that we know and love. Here we have the Doctor Doom from the retro series that we had gotten, and of course I've got him adorned with a custom cape. Gotta love that. And now showing him next to the only time that he was even more powerful than when he absorbed Galactus's powers, we have God Doom, also from the more recent iteration of Secret Wars 2. I guess the one good thing about this 60th anniversary Doctor Doom is I don't have to worry about getting any custom capes. And yes, if you wanted to put the maskless head on the God Doom's body, after all, he did fix his face when he acquired his God powers there. So you could actually use it for this. So to wrap this review up, the Marvel Legends Avengers 60th anniversary, Beyond Earth's Mightiest, 60 years of Earth's Mightiest. This 2-pack, very nice. We're talking about Captain Marvel, aka Monica Rambeau, and of course Doctor Doom from Secret Wars, as he appeared in that storyline. Very nice 2-pack. We, as far as Doctor Doom is concerned, we got two nice head sculpts actually to keep it a stack. We've got, in terms of the extremities, the arms and the legs, reused and repurposed Iron Man parts from the 80th anniversary Iron Man. The torso is all new for Doctor Doom, sculpted. I like how we've got the sculpted in lines, painted as well. I also love how they managed to utilize that line work to hide the ab crunch. I think that was pretty genius. So Hasbro definitely gets their flowers on that one. As far as Captain Marvel's concerned, we got Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau version of Captain Marvel in the costume we've been clamoring for quite some time. We finally got her, so we can write that off of the bucket list. We got, at least as far as her lower half is concerned, we've got the new legs that got some substance to them, if you know what I mean, and they're not gummy, they're pinless. Gotta love that. As far as the arms are concerned, I can give Hasbro some grace because they explained why they went with the single jointed swiveling arms. They didn't want to break up the aesthetic of the, we'll call them wings of her costume. I still think that they could have performed it even with double jointed pinless elbows, but it is what it is. It still looks nice. And it does work. I can't lie about that. Her head sculpt is also banging. She's got the boots with heels. That's part of her costume, so that is what it is. She isn't as difficult to stand as I first thought she was going to be, but it's good that we got her more or less, her lower half. I think that's the reason why even with the heels she can stand, because she's got the better legs, and Hasbro needs to take note of that with female figures in the future, that they don't have to really modify the heels. At least I don't think they have to, if they get around to using these kinds of legs on their female figures more often, and they'll stand a whole lot easier. And that's how it's done.